Question: I have felt reluctant lately to continue with these communications. Somehow, it felt safer when I thought I was imagining everything and that everything was made up by my own brain, but as our contact progresses, it feels less and less like that, and it feels more like actual communication with someone else. Is there any way I can get factual confirmation so I can stop guessing what these experiments really are? Answer: not at this moment. The guesswork is actually necessary for what we are doing right now, because of your own personality. If you received an actual confirmation, it would change your life in such a dramatic way that you'd stop doing what you came here to do. That's the main reason why we haven't established any sort of physical or visual contact with you, even though we have indeed appeared in front of you in many different occasions. Question: you have? When? Are you talking about the strange cloud formations I keep seeing? Answer: not only that, there are many different ways in which we can show up, and in many different shapes too. Our mastery of nature's elements would surprise you. We could even be a drop of water falling through the rain around you, or even just a small insect on your window. As I explained to you once before, there are many things you don't understand. You may think you're the only one benefiting, of sort, from these contacts. Remember, you are information. Not just me, but many of us receive information and important data from humans all over the world, unaware to them for the most part. Question: you do? Isn't that actually invasion of privacy? Answer: what is privacy to you? You keep thinking on terrestrial parameters and reasoning. We don't follow the rules of your society, we just work our way around them when we need to perform certain activities in your daily life as a planet. We are doing our work, and all of you are too, even if you don't understand it. Do you think the nails in your fingers are aware of their actual function? Do you think they are thinking, "Oh, we need to grow, otherwise the main hand functions will be interrupted"? No, for the most part, your nails just grow, not being aware of what they do. Humans are the same. Again, for the most part, there are many of you aware of what's going on. Still, many is still a rather small number when compared to the total number of your Earth population. Question: I have been asked to ask you more about the repopulation process, and even you told me I could ask you as much as I wanted. I just don't even know where to start. Can you give me some basic guidelines of your work? Answer: it will be my pleasure. I'm the commander of one of many fleets around your planet, and one of our main jobs is constantly moving different kind of materials, personnel and newcomers around your planet. We normally go to the many cities that exist underneath Earth's surface to continue conditioning them to allocate the many humans that will be brought there in the short future, as we are also preparing the basic construction of the new Earth cities where the new population will reside. Question: wait, you mean, new cities on the surface of Earth? Why? I mean, I don't understand. The new population, are moving from underground cities, to surface cities, right? Why would you need new cities? What is wrong with the current cities on our surface? Answer: do you really want that answer? Regardless, many of your cities will disappear in the short future. They will not be there anymore. That's why the repopulation process is so complex. Not only we will be moving a big number of beings from below the surface and from other star systems and planets onto Earth, like I said before, we will also build new dwellings for them. Can you imagine highly evolved extraterrestrials from the Orion system living in a small studio apartment in the area you call the Bronx, in New York? This is in no respect a demeaning commentary, I am just giving you perspective. We won't take people away from their homes to bring new people to live in them. Repopulation means total change, new cities, new type of construction concepts, new transportation systems, etc. It will be a global change. To put it really bluntly, it's time up for humans. They have been allowed to develop on this planet 4 times already, and every single time they have failed most of the goals they set up for themselves. It's not the end for humans. Humans as species will prevail, but somewhere else. The Earth needs to heal itself and continue evolving, and humans have been blocking Earth's evolution for too long already. Question: wait again, I remember you saying, you are evolution, the world is ascension. You are making it sound like humans are the problem in planet Earth? Is that so? Answer: in more than one way, yes they are, because, in spite of everything being a role-playing game like I have mentioned many times before, that doesn't mean that everything can be disregarded as if it was of no relevance. There are rules to the game, and humans, for the most part, have been ignoring the rules for too long. Humans can continue playing somewhere else, but Earth needs to be healed and prepared for a different game that will be coming up real soon. Question: do you have any animosity towards human beings? I mean, aren't we all souls in the end? Answer: of course, we are souls, but that doesn't change the fact that most souls incarnated in humans have forgotten who they are, to the point they get lost sometimes with no return. They get stuck in their characters, and they never come back. They dissolve back into matter. That's one of the main risks of playing in this plane of existence. You can actually lose your soul if you don't play your game properly. It would be like those role-playing games played by actual humans where they have lost all sense of reality and some players end up killing each other in real life. I have to say, soul deaths are very rare, but they do occur, and sadly in humans, it happens one too many times. I don't have any problem with humans. You must understand by now, I was once you, a human. I cannot have any animosity towards a vehicle I once used to accomplish my set goals for the incarnation you are on right now, but there are much better vehicles than humans, but for the same reason, because playing as human characters is so hard. For that reason alone, the rewards and experience points you get for completing a game campaign successfully are breathtakingly enormous when compared to what you get playing in other games in different types of vehicles. That's why there are so many souls playing on Earth right now, because it's one of the game areas that gives the most experience points in this entire universe. Earth is not the most difficult or most challenging game stage in these parts, but it definitely ranks very high where these aspects are concerned. Question: it's still very hard to grasp the concept of life being a role-playing game. Do you think you could give me some clarification about it? Answer: well, if you need to. Life is not a role-playing game, but it's the closest thing to it. It's the one thing that can be compared to it with the most precision. You don't need to call it a role-playing game if you don't want to, but that element of your culture is the closest to what really goes on in this plane of existence, and that is why I use it for comparison. Things are way different to what you could understand with your current conscience level, but there will be a point when things will be a lot clearer, not only for you, but for many more of you on Earth. Question: many more of us? Are you talking about humans? Answer: yes, but mostly about humans with a concern for evolution. Remember, evolution is our keyword. Repopulation is evolution. The reason we're taking most of the surface humans away, and bringing underground humans and other beings to the surface, is because your current society is not doing things right. The number of people waking up is still too low for us to consider a drastic change of plans. The way things are right now, the main plan for this planet remains unchanged. Not even a single modification to the plan has been proposed as of now. Question: I am feeling I am losing the concentration right now, but I still wanted to ask, what happens with the plans that the New World Order people has already been running against the population? Like, poisoning the food with all kinds of chemicals allowed by the governments, the fluoridation of the water, etc. Those are indeed affecting everyone who only has access to that type of food and that type of water supply. Wouldn't that mean the New World Order are already winning their hand? If the New World Order is to be stopped, shouldn't the poisoning of the food and water be stopped as well? Answer: of course, and it will be done in time, but, and I need to remind you yet once again, you have to understand you don't understand everything. Your bodies are changing, your DNA codes are changing. Why? Because everything is changing around you, therefore, the change outside is reflecting inside. In other words, you are becoming stronger and are developing immunities against most of the poisons the New World Order people, as you keep calling them, has been putting in your food and water. If you are evolving, your body is too, and your body is taking care of reducing the nocive effects of those elements in your organisms. Again, only if you're working along with evolution. If there was ever something you could consider a god for your people, it's evolution. Follow the evolution path, and you will be in our game field as well. If you don't evolve, then needless to say, all these poisons and much more will end up taking your body out of the way. Question: why am I tired right now? I don't think I used to feel tired before, with these communications I mean. Answer: you have tuned your reception capabilities in a big manner. You are now completely working on eliminating as much outside interference as possible, and that takes a lot of physical work on your part. That's the reason for your exhaustion. I want to congratulate you actually for your work. In spite of your own disbelief in this whole process, you still don't give up on the idea of who I am and who you are. Even if you don't even understand who or what you are, you need to do what you have to do, and only engage in these conversations with me when you feel like it. It is really that simple. You have your own truth, that applies to you and you alone. That's why I developed that catchphrase just for you. Be wise on your own truth, even though it can apply for everyone. That is one of my humble gifts to you, and you will understand it a lot better very soon. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay inside your heart at all times. We will talk again soon.